YouTube, how art thou? I hope thou art good. Today, let's talk about a city, the Magic City, and I do not endorse magic, by the way, but it's called the Magic City. Of course, I'm talking about Birmingham, Alabama. It was founded on June 1st, 1871 by a Lighton land company whose investors included cotton planters, bankers, and railroad entrepreneurs. Birmingham, Alabama, there's a lot of history associated with this place. Birmingham, Alabama is located in the South, and to some, like say maybe people from New York City, this place may be considered downright country. But there are pros of moving here and cons of moving here. But if you're thinking about moving to Birmingham, Alabama, watch my top reasons not to move to Birmingham, Alabama. Number 10, sports fanatics. Now, in the South, in some spots, sports are like religion to some people in the South. And it can be annoying to somebody like me who doesn't necessarily care about sports. I just can't fathom how like people go so hard over people they don't know. People go so hard over people like LeBron James and other sports teams when you don't even know these people. But that's just me. It's kind of annoying sometimes to me. Number 9, healthcare. Now, the annual best places health cost index for the Birmingham area is 104.2. But the thing is, the lower the score, the better. And the US average is 100. So that means that Birmingham healthcare is slightly lower than the US average. Slightly worse. Number 8, allergy season. Now, this may be like a common thing in the South, because I know when I was up north for like the majority of my life and I had moved to Georgia, I didn't know where I guess I'd figure out that I may have had allergies. But they're rated a 26 out of 100, and that is from the EPA. So if you have allergies, they may act up here a lot. Number 7, limited transportation. Now, the transportation here is rated a 21.5, while the nation's average is 26.4. Auto is 80.3, while the nation's average is 76.4. Carpooling is 11.2, while the nation's average is 9.2. Mass transit is 2.4, while the nation's average is 5.1. Bicycling is 0.3, while the nation's average is 0.6, and walking is tied for Birmingham and the nation's average. Keep that in mind. Number 6, traffic. Now, the TomTom Traffic Index says Birmingham has the 49th worst traffic congestion in the U.S. out of 86 large metro areas. Now, this may only be on like a highway like a 280. I don't know if this is throughout the whole Birmingham, but yeah, there definitely may be some highway congestion traffic-wise on the highway. Number 5, weather. Now, someone quotes that it's extremely hot and humid in the summer. The city isn't used to cold weather, so it shuts down when it's below freezing all day several times, or when it snows just an inch. You got to remember, Birmingham sits right in the heart of a tornado-prone zone. I believe they call it Dixie Alley. So from, say like March to May, tornado watches are like serious. Number 4, poverty. Now, there is definitely some poverty in Birmingham, Alabama. Actually, one thing that I think about is the prices of the homes. Like, the prices of the homes here are not that bad, especially like the median home price and the rent that's being asked. But the poverty level in Birmingham is 29.4% versus Alabama, which is 18.4 versus the national average, which is 15.1. Keep that in mind. Trivia time. Birmingham, Alabama is the only place in the world where you can find all three ingredients for A, plastic, B, rubber, C, steel, or D, aluminum. And if you guessed C, steel, you are correct. Number 3, employment. Yeah, employment here is rated an F by Area Vibes. The unemployment rate is a 7.0 in Birmingham versus Alabama's 4.8 versus the national average at 4.7. Keep that in mind. Number 2, crime. Now, Area Vibes rates the crime here as an F, and there is 219% more crime than the national average. There are also 8,226 total crimes out of every 100,000 people. Number 1, schools. Now, this is something I found on Area Vibes. And Area Vibes rates their schools as an F. That's NG, no good. And it says, and I quote, the Birmingham Alabama educational system consists of 120 public schools, 59 private schools, and 16 post-secondary schools. Birmingham public schools have average test scores of 22%, which is 41% lower than the Alabama average and 55% lower than the national average. Keep that in mind before moving here. The student to teacher ratio of Birmingham public schools is 15:1 compared to 15:1 in Alabama and 16:1 across the United States. Keep that in mind. Yeah, so there you guys have it. That's the list. That is, well, at least my list, top reasons why you shouldn't move to Birmingham, Alabama. I have a list of why you should move to Birmingham, Alabama. Overall, I think it may be an okay place to live. It's a little country, I'm from up north, but it's a little country. But I don't know if there's racism here. One of the things that I think people say, something to the extent that, racists don't wear white sheets anymore. They wear blue uniforms. So I don't know if there's racism here with the cops or if it's just done subtly or whatnot. But what I can say is, one time I was riding my bike, and I believe somewhere around Jackson, Mississippi, and the cops pulled me over because they said I didn't have a helmet and I had a light out on my bike, which is, I didn't know you can get pulled over for that. And then I looked it up afterwards, and apparently you don't even need a helmet when you're in Mississippi. That was about, but I am black. But anyway, I'm rambling. Like the video, comment, subscribe, if you want. Until next time, I wish you guys nothing but the best.